at Craft and See with Laura B. How are y'all doing this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, or tonight, or in fact tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world? I am doing well. And today we're going to have a little bit of a play. The great Jamie Parks, enabler extraordinaire, and I'm so thankful that she did, talked me in, or didn't talk me in, mentioned these. And I got them off of Amazon, and they were not that expensive. Okay, I should say I got them off of Amazon, and they were not as expensive as I had thought they would be for the amounts and colors that you get. And, well, she's an enabler because this is what I have done, and we are just going to play today. So, okay, make sure I'm in frame. I'm actually have my phone lowered so I can see, in the top screen, so I can tell if I'm recording and in frame. And also I'm sitting on a throw pillow because unlike some people that are tall, Mitzi, I am 5'2" on a tall day. So anyway, today is not particularly tall, I shall tell you. Anyway, so this is what I have done so far today. I've done this one and this one. Now this one started out dry, on dry paper. So I'm going to just flip through these really quickly and then explain all the other stuff. So then there was this one this morning, this one, and this one are on acetate, if you couldn't tell. Haha. And I'm loving how it looks on acetate. These would be excellent windows. And so these were the first several that I did. Actually, I think this one, these were. Anyway, so this, and these. I thought maybe I had done more, but I guess not, because I've kept them all in the same spot, all at least together. So I am going to start with the caveat, that disclaimer, that I am not. Sorry, I am not an expert. Let me get this down. Oops. There we go. Sorry. Accidentally hit the window and the video started playing. And I do not want to get a copyright claim. So, anyway. So, I am not an expert. I just started playing with this not even a week ago. Almost coming up on a week. I do not have photo paper. So, they are not the finest quality. However, what I do have is poster board from the $1.25 store, which does have a semi-glossy coating to it. Excuse me. So it works for learning and it works in a pinch. Because I did not know what I was doing. And actually Jamie Parks, thank you, told me that, yeah, no, watercolor paper, mixed media paper, that kind of stuff isn't going to work. And I was like, oh, hey, good to know, because I'd already tried all that. And I'm like, why is this not working for me? But she did tell me that, I believe it's Shannon Green is her name. And Jamie, I'm going to go ahead and link that lady in my description box. Hopefully that is her. I will check with you before I do so. I did do this on foil. I'm looking for if it's still around here, and I don't see it. Forgot all about it until just now, so otherwise I would have had it pulled up. I embossed foil on top of some cardstock and used the alcohol inks on that. Not a fan. Now, she said that I could, do whatever, and maybe fix it, or maybe play around with it so it looked better. And I'm looking, try not to move the camera. Yep, found it. Here it is. I'm not a fan of it on this because it bleeds out. It just, yeah, I just had more of a heck of a time doing this and decided I just didn't care for it. But I love the acetate. And when I get some photo paper, which is going to be a bit of a chore because, well, I'm learning and I don't want to, spend my entire paycheck on photo paper. So, matte, no, glossy photo paper, she said. Anyway, so we are going to start, and we're just going to play. As I said, I am not an expert. I just started playing with this. I did get some alcohol blending solution for fairly inexpensive. And I have alcohol in here because it seems to be that with this poster board, it needs some kind of base to get started. Now, I have been watching videos, but, you know, sometimes the videos don't always explain exactly. You know, the videos come to you with, this is what you do on the photo paper or Yupo paper, as one lady I saw do. It's Me JD, I think is her name. Anyway, well, I can't afford that. Especially when I'm just learning and playing around, because, oh my gosh, I cannot even imagine how much that would cost. So, this is what I do, and I use this to get this going, and this to create more of the drops. Now, I originally had, when I first started this, these drops, I just dunked in my bottle of rubbing alcohol. I used 91%, and I just hit it like this. You know, and some obviously had bigger drops and ran more and blah, blah, blah. And then this morning, or just a little bit ago, today, I used the alcohol blending solution and then just dropped it on here. Now, this lady that I was just watching, whose name I do not have, she had the alcohol blending solution. I don't know. She didn't specify. It was just slightly sped up version of her showing techniques. There was nothing, there's no audio to it other than a soundtrack. Anyway, so we're gonna get started, and I'm gonna just try to randomly, but not randomly. So, oh, this is what we'll do. I'm gonna play with the greens. Where's my turquoise? There. Okay, so I have this. I have a straw to blow on. I have the, which is supposed to be getting lint off of cameras and stuff like that, but it works great for this. Gets a different effect. But I'm going to just kind of wet it with my, and it's a little bit hard for me to see where I'm at. And as you can tell, this will do this to it. You'll get more of a splat. Or you can get a soft. I am preferring the straw. But again, because I'm not using photo paper, and I think it all depends also what side you do it on. I do not know. Because I am just playing around, and I thought you might like to come along on the journey, ride with me. And I have an old plastic turntable, Lazy Susan, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to lift this up. And I really honestly do think I put this on the wrong side. As much as I love these spray bottles that I keep telling you about, they come with these, you know, jump rings. And, ooh, hot flash. Sorry, y'all. I was fine until just like 2 minutes ago. There, hang on. I got it. There. Until I just, like, till the hot flash started. I hadn't had one all day. So, okay. And then, so again, I gotta take this off because it makes it very difficult. Sometimes it gets in the way of the sprayer. There. Goodness sakes. There we go. And if you turn it off on accident, it messes with it too. So, So there is that. There we go. Now let's just get this going. So how is everyone today? If I did not ask, I apologize. I finally went and got, I'm doing well, like I said. I finally went and got my x-ray for my knee. This morning. I made an appointment because, you know, I'm just never going to get there if I don't make an appointment. You know, I'll find some reason not to have to leave the house and do a drop in and, you know, oh, you can just walk in. Yeah, well, yeah, you can walk in if you want to wait for 4 hours. I'm sure it's just like any other ER, you know, urgent care and all that stuff where if you want to wait forever, yeah, you can get in, but I don't want to wait forever. I don't like leaving the house. So I went and did that. So it'll take a couple days to find out the results. I need to call the doctor and let him know I finally did it. It only took me a couple weeks. So I just kind of turn. And that's also what this is for. But I don't want to get my face in here. This is about watching what I'm doing, not my face. Right? And I can control my voice and what I say, but I cannot control my... There's some food cream. Y'all know. I know you know. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, no amount of explanation is going to make you understand. This is a little bit more difficult when you're doing it on camera. Just when you're trying not to get all up in it. Now, you do get different effects. And you can dry this, which I'm going to move this since it has plastic on it. The first lady I watched, it's me, JD, had suggested doing this. There was a certain technique she did, and I've not been able to recreate it. Using this, and she covers it in saran wrap so you don't get it stained. Well, this is old, and that ship done sailed the first time I used it. So, oh well. I'm just trying to dry a little bit. Luckily it's and it does bleed through. And it did bleed through here as well. So it bleeds through some of them, but not all of them. So I must be on the wrong side. Or it's just because it's $1.25 store. Poster board. So, what did y'all do on your weekend? It's Monday right now. This will go up on or Tuesday. Kind of like that. I finished the lawn on Sunday. Yeah. It was blessedly cool yesterday. On Sunday. So, yesterday for me. 2 days ago for you. It was nice and cool. The weather had taken a nice turn. It was cool. I was able to... I'm trying to sit on this pillow and it's... so I can be taller, and it's just not working. It's too big for my chair. It's too big for the chair. So, yes, ha ha ha, Mitzi. The struggle is real. Anyone who's under 5'4" or 5'5", you know exactly what I'm talking about. All of you nice tall people, shush it. Am I right? course, not all of us can walk underneath a bi-wing plane without hitting our head on the wing, but, you know, hey. Shorter ones are excellent climbers. So, okay. I was like, is that the second one already? So, again, I really don't know. It's hard for me to tell which side is less shiny, and I think this is the shinier side. It's very hard to see. It is very, very, very hard to see. So, yep, I did not do much this weekend. I did work on my art. And this is where the turntable comes in handy. I don't think, yeah. I did today after, ooh, look at that. See, isn't that nice? So let's do just a little bit more over here. I'm trying to remember to put the lid back on the bottle. I did have a hen with a poopy butt. She's doesn't seem to be sick. Apparently she's just being gross, as I was told, and not wanting to clean herself, or I don't know. You know what, and honestly, I don't know how they do that, but the point is, she was gross. And so I had to, they do not, none of them, not even the babies, like to be picked up or handled much at all. And it's pretty, a lot of divots in their area, and roots and rocks and yams and all that kind of stuff. Excuse me, I gotta slurp my coffee. So I don't want, there's minimal chasing to be done back there without breaking my neck at best, I would say. So I was fixing to clean out the coop, and I got everything there to clean it out. And on one side is where the nesting boxes are, and I open that door that swings open and get the eggs. And there's so that's here, and then the door that they come up with the ramp is right here, and it slides shut. And then on the other side is a drop down door, if you will. And so I'm on the side with the nesting box, and I'm, you know, about to open it to clean it out. And she just comes waltzing up. It's like, oh, what you doing? What you doing? And so she goes in there, and I'm like, and I'm watching her as I'm doing this, you know, I kind of pause. And I'm like, because she got most of the way up the ramp and then stopped. And so I kind of stopped what I was doing and just waited. I'm like thinking, if she goes in there, I'm slamming that coop shut behind her and grabbing her out and doing something about this rear end. According to my friend, since the poo on her bottom wasn't wet, meaning she's not having loose poos, then it's just her not taking care of herself. And so it was not wet at all. Trust me, it was not wet. And so she went in all the way, shut the coop really fast, and she started like going, what the heck is going on here? And I went and gathered all my supplies, got some warm water, several towels, you know, that are basically rags anyway, and pulled her out. And then commenced cleaning her bouquet, which, let me tell you, oh my gosh, I would have been just better off really just soaking her butt in that bowl of warm water. It was not pleasant. It wasn't pleasant for her at all. I can tell you that much. She was not having a good time. And it wasn't my most fun afternoon either, or hour, or it didn't even take that long. I probably was only out there doing it maybe half an hour. Anyway, got her as cleaned up as I could. Without, you know, hurting her too badly. I was trying very hard to be gentle, but as I described it to a friend, it was like, you know, what I really wished that I could have done was just taken a big, you know, kind of like combing somebody's hair out when they have lice. And I know, probably TMI, probably, ew, what are you talking about? But suffice it to say, maybe she'll start cleaning herself a little bit better. And you know what? I honestly don't know how they do that. I have not looked it up. I assume they do it by sitting in the straw and, you know, taking care of business that way. But she might want to start taking care of business herself, because she did not enjoy the process. Oh, trials and tribulations of being a new chicken mommy. So I did build a fire in my fire pit. I've got the people that lived here before us, there was a lot of wood left, firewood left on the property, and it is gone over, shall we say, as in it's rotten and needs to be burned. And so I sat out there for a little bit the other night. That one's okay. And started doing that. So I will do that again tonight. I did it last night. And really, honestly, it depends on how windy it is tonight, because it has not rained here in a couple weeks. And while we are Western Washington and it, you know, we are able to not have, we can go a little bit longer than some places. Oops, sorry. Without rain, I still, when the wind picks up, I'm sorry if that moved the camera. When the wind picks up, I don't want to be out there burning too much when it's high winds, or high winds for me. You know, it doesn't take much. Oh, for crying in a bucket. I'm trying to see this. Oh, no, I actually need this one. So, because with the acetate, you can't see it. I'm using this to see if I can, am I in frame? There we go. To see if I can start the tape. There it is, I think. Nope. I have got the Yoopers, the second week of deer camp, stuck in my head. Oh, for goodness sakes. There's one that might go easier on me. There, yeah. This one I used earlier, so this way I can see the edge of the acetate. Otherwise, it's a little difficult. All right, so now that I have this, and it is on acetate, I am going to try, where's my black? There's my black. I'm just play. The wonderful and not wonderful thing about this is you can't recreate exactly your same results. So, trying to recreate something you've done is a bit futile at best. And I really am having fun. I'm just quiet because, well, I'm concentrating. And like I have said with just about everything that I do on here, on my channel, I'm not an expert. Nor do I claim to be, nor will I ever claim to be. Besides, I was told growing up over and over that an expert is just a drip under pressure. And it still, as an adult, makes no sense to me, that phrase, but there. What do I know? Oh, I had to say, if anyone watches Mitzi at 307 Junk Journals and watched her video this morning, Monday morning, I have something to say about that. No, I was not saying mean things to you when you said, God bless America. No. Actually, what I did was this. And then shook my head back and forth and called her a brat. Because she knows. She has me trained. She calls me her good ship flagship, the good ship lollipop, which I've said before. I start singing Shirley Temple. And so now I'm so trained, so Pavlovian, that whenever she says, God bless America, I start singing. So she said it. She's like, thinking that, you know, which it's not that far of a stretch that I would be like, "Urgh." But no, I was just like, you little snot rocket. Because it's good ship lollipop. Alright. I'm just thinking and thinking and thinking. I keep worrying that they're tipping over and leaking out, but I haven't had that happen yet. Ah, here we go. But I definitely don't want it to happen. Which is why this is one of the only times you'll see me wear gloves, is if I'm doing this. Because I don't like, it makes my hands sweat. And I just, you know, I was a nurse. I just don't like wearing gloves for you know, nursing type duties. It's just, I only do them because I have to. And this is very difficult to see, and if you're not able to see, well, join the group. We will all get to look at it in just a moment. Okay. And then I'm going to do just a little bit of white. This time I want to try the low density. I have a high dense and a low dense. You know, I like that. I like how it's mixing. I'm just lost in what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm not talking much. Just playing. Let's see. All right. I'm going to call that one good. down here. And you can't dry it because it's acetate. I'm gonna come back through here with some white. I like watching the play of it. Well, I don't like what I did with this one, but live and learn. So I'm gonna wipe the edges off with. Alright. Everything has its place, and everything can be used. Just set that one aside and do what you can. And try not to get all over myself. Alright. Let's try another acetate. And I'm going to leave the black off of it this time. I'm trying to create a galaxy effect. And it's just not working for me because I'm trying to. That's the problem, is when you try to, it just never seems to work. It's one of those things that tends to happen by accident. When you, for me anyway, I'm just learning. So, and since I never went to art school or liked art class, I didn't like art class because they were like, you can't erase. But I screwed up. There is no such thing as a screw up. Yeah, there is. So, Keong, if you're watching this, can you tell me where you get your I think you called it projector sheets for acetate, because I need a thick acetate like this, what I have. But what I don't like about it is that it scratches very easily. It comes in an acetate wrapper, a thin acetate wrapper. And it scratches so easily. I can't even use my score trimmer that I had up until, recently. It was all I had. I couldn't even use that without it. Just placing it on there would scratch it. And I cut up my last couple of sheets to do this. And I will be getting some more. I just don't know what to get. So, if you could let me know if you're watching, please and thank you. My last check, y'all, I had 127 subbies. Yay! Yay me! Go me! Go you! You Mitzi brat. Brat. Ugh. I know that I'm not the only one that does that, where you have that association with, you know, songs, phrases that come to mind. Oh no, look at that. I got some of this on me. And that's what it does. Anyway, the word association, the song association, but I'm going to do this one, and then we will call this video good, because I'm sure I've gone on for quite a while. And you're probably all like, oh my god, do this! Oh, why doesn't she just do this? Because I don't want to. I'm just joking. You're never going to learn if you don't play, right? But I'm enjoying this so much so that I'm like, yeah, you might want to have to put those alcohol inks on subscribe and save. With my big, can't tell me anything smile on my face. Just let that dry a little bit. I'm waiting. Sorry. Now, according to my color wheel, let's see. I bought a color wheel a while ago, and I don't really get it. White. Okay. So I'm not going to make gray. I don't want to make gray. I don't want to make mud. But I do. There. I know I have, I'm wondering if this would do well in the little glue bottles everybody uses. That did not work for me. I have very weak grip this way. And so I had a very hard time with, squeezing the glue. And so it wasn't working for me. But I don't think I got rid of them. I can't find them. Which is normal for me because, you know, I put something somewhere and then I either move them or I can't remember where that very special place I put them in so that I wouldn't lose them. I do that all the time. So that's what happened to this sheet of little square magnets that I bought. And I'm pretty sure I didn't loan them out. I might have, but I don't think sometimes I do that, you know, like, oh, I'm not using this anymore. Here, would you like it? And I don't think that I did that this time, but I cannot find the rest of the little glue bottles. I had 2 or 3, nor can I find that little sheet of magnets. And they were on my bookshelf over here. I vividly remember putting them there because they stuck to the steel. It's one of those bookshelves that you assemble yourself and they can be used in garages and stuff like that. I use them for I cut out wood and painted it and use it for actual shelving. Anyway, I can't find it. I don't know where it happened to it. Half the time I can't find my own brain. I wouldn't know where my head was if it wasn't attached. So, here is this. And actually, I want that to disperse a little bit, that white. So, that's there. I want it to be just a little bit more opaque. And if that doesn't work, let's try that. There we go. So obviously, I'm no expert. I'm no professional. This is like my third play. But I like how even this one would have its place in a window, depending on what effect you are wanting. And actually that on this side, the underside, that would look quite nice. So say, well, Ellen, your stuff is right here on the top. Ah, darn it. There. So like if you wanted to make a window, that would look really nice. Depending on, you know, the paper you're using. So all is not lost. It just, there. I'm just not happy now. I've messed with it too much. All right. Stop. Leave it. All right. I'm leaving it. My parent voice, my dog mom voice said, leave it. So I have to leave it. Unless I play with it like this. See, I mean, once you start, it's like better than Lay's. You can't stop, and it doesn't make you get fat. So there's that. Oh, all right, fine. Oh, all right, fine. So now if this would hurry up and dry, then we could see the end result. But I have a feeling you'll be seeing these very soon. It's one of the reasons I did it, because I actually had plans for them. And for the love of everything, I cannot remember off the top of my head right now what one of the reasons, oh, you've got to do this early in the week because you want to use it for. And now I'm like, what? For what? I don't know. I just wanted to play with it. I have no actual plans for them. Okay. I'm going to put this on top of this one and just let it lie for a while. So, if you're still here at the end of this video, you are the rock stars here. Thank you for muddling through it with me, or allowing me to, like, probably be mind-numbingly bad at this. But you know what? In all honesty, I don't care. Because I love this stuff, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and I'm not taking those off yet. So, these are the ones that I did earlier. This one I did this morning. Earlier. Here's my original acetate. So this is the side that I did it on. This is the underside of it. Like, you know. The side I did it on. And what it looks like if I were to use it as a pocket. And now see, if you look at that in a certain light, you've got gold. Now see, here we are. I did this one before you came and we got together, and then this one, I actually like that. I love how it dried and then they're wetting it. And you know, like I said, I've been watching videos and the techniques, and it's just practice, 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 practice. And here's this one, the top side and the underside. So like if you were to make that a window. So, all right, there we go. There you have it. If you liked what you have seen today, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Drop a comment. Happy face, frowny face, you know, hopefully happy faces, but, you know. Please leave a comment of some kind telling me what you liked. Yeah, so stay tuned. I will come out with a new video tomorrow, which I don't know what it is yet. I have some vague ideas, but I won't. This will be, I'm talking about Wednesday. This one's going up tomorrow for me. Today, Tuesday for y'all. And Thursday, don't forget, Thursday is my prompt for the Think Outside the Box challenge. Hosted or brought to you by the lovely Tommy at Paper Crafting with Tommy. The other ladies that are joining in on the challenge are Mitzi at 307 Junk Journals, Rhoda Burks at Rhoda Burks, and Kyung Shotwell at Kyung Shotwell. So, and that's in no particular order. So, seriously, come back. And until next time, peace out, guys.